Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Watertown Civic Arena for tonight's AA boys basketball action between the visitors, the Pierre Governors, and your Watertown Arrows. I'm your host, Braxton Locker, and we're here at the Watertown Civic Arena on a brisk -8-degree day, but it's warm inside the Civic Arena. It's about 70 degrees in here, and we're ready for some high school basketball. We're going to take a little bit of a timeout here. We'll be back in about 30 seconds with your starting lineup. Welcome back to the stream. We're live at Watertown Arrows activity on YouTube, as well as in-house here at the Civic Arena for tonight's game. Starters for tonight. First for the Pierre Governors. They're coached by head coach Brianna Kusler, the first AA females coach in South Dakota basketball. Their starting lineups go like this. Number 3, a 6'3" senior at guard, Lincoln Keenholtz. At another guard, a senior at 5'11", number 4, Jacob Mayer. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 22, Ben Hessler. At another forward, a senior at 6'7", number 24, Jackson Edmond. And a 6'4" senior at center, number 54, Christian Bush. And for your Arrows, a little bit smaller of a lineup, but a lot of speed. They start with a 6' junior guard and number 4, Dylan Rodden. They go to number 5, a 6'3" junior forward, Caden Beauchamp. At another guard, a 6' junior, number 10, Cohen Kranz. At a forward, a 6'1" senior, number 13, Dalton Bomberger. And a 6'2" junior, a forward, number 20, Jake Olson. Kind of a little bit smaller lineup for the Arrows, but they have a lot of speed and a lot of ability to shoot the basketball. For Pierre, you're gonna see a little bit taller of a lineup. They're gonna look to get into the post, especially with Jackson Edmond at 6'7". They're gonna feed him all night long. Should be a good one. We'll be back in about 30 seconds for the keys to success for the game. Thanks again on joining us at Watertown Aero Athletics. We're live on YouTube. I'm your host, Braxton Locker. AA boys basketball matchup tonight between your Watertown Arrows and the Pierre Governors. A little bit of keys to the success. Talking to both coaches tonight. Looks like it's going to be a physical game for both teams. There's some size, if not height, definitely in the strength category for both teams. They're going to look to pound the ball inside and score a lot of points. For the Governors, you're gonna have to really use your size. You got guys in your team that are 6'7", 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". You're gonna look to get it to those guys, get down in the paint and look to score. You gotta play Pierre Governors basketball. I think that's one thing that Coach Kusler has really talked to these boys about, is to get them to play their brand of basketball. When they play the Governors brand, they do really well. They score a lot of points and they win a lot of basketball games. And I think the other thing that they're gonna have to force the Arrows to do is shoot a lot of deep threes. If you look for the Arrows, their keys to success tonight are to outrun the Governors. Not as much in the size category, but they're going to look to shoot the ball from behind the arc and force the Governors to take bad shots. We're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups and anthem.
Tonight's officials, Andy Diner, Jeremy Grady, and Jim Johnston. Positive treatment of these officials will be expected at all times. Failure to do so could result in removal from this event. At this time, we ask you to remain standing for the national anthem. Tonight, the anthem will be played by the Watertown High School Band under the direction of Austin Florida. Please show proper respect to the flag by removing your hat and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty personnel not in uniform may salute the flag. First, let's meet the Aero cheerleaders. Natalie Benson, Erica Stodham, Lauren Keller, Grace Martinson, Alexis Olson, Erica Andrews, Mackenzie Lewis, Annabelle Brendan, Gracie Ryder. Aero cheerleading advisory is Mallory Hoffman. First, the starting lineup for the Pierre Governors. Number 3, a 6'3" senior guard, Lincoln Keenels. Number 4, a 5'11" senior guard, Jacob Mayer. Number 22, a 6'3" senior forward, Benjamin Heisler. Number 24, a 6'7" senior forward, Jackson Edmond. And number 54, a 6'4" senior center, Christian Bush. Assistant coaches Skip Kurth, Brevin Kaiser, Latrell LaRoche, and Daniel Travesey. Head coach of the Pierre Governors, Brianna Kusler. And now your Watertown Arrows. Number 4, a 6' junior guard, Dylan Rodden. Number 5, a 6'3" junior forward, Caden Beauchamp. Number 10, a 6' junior guard, Cohen Kranz. Number 13 is a 6'1" senior guard, Dalton Baumberger. And number 20, a 6'2" junior forward, Jake Olsen. Assistant coaches, Maddie Kranz, Tommy Mattingly, Zach Tobin. Head coach of the Watertown Arrows, Pat McClemens.
Welcome back to the live broadcast here on Watertown Arrows Activities YouTube page at Aero TV. Thanks again for joining us here at the Civic Arena in Watertown for tonight's action between the visitors, the Pierre Governors, and the Watertown Arrows. Excited to get this one started here. Always a good rivalry between Watertown and Pierre. A lot of good history, a lot of great teams. We're excited to see another one right here tonight. Edmund will jump and he will win the tip for Pierre. Govs take over. First tip, 7:21 p.m. Governors will get the ball to Kienholz on the wing. He'll drive. He's contested, but he makes a tough two. Good defense by the Arrows, but a better finish by Kienholz. Rodden will take the ball. He'll dump it to Dalton at the wing. Bomberger will feed it to Olsen at the top. Rodden will drive. He'll kick. Good job by Kienholz poking away the ball. Jake Olsen at the top of the key. He'll kick out for a deep three. No good. Rebound by the Governors. Looking to push the pace, and they turn it over at the mid-stripe. Cohen Kranz, he'll kick it out to the wing. Looks like an official's timeout. Not sure why. We'll be back to action here hopefully really soon. Bomberger will inbound the ball. Rodden at the top of the key, he gets a pick. Deep corner three, no good. Kienholz with the rebound. Governors will take the ball. They'll cross the mid-stripe. Kienholz looks to drive, no good. And a turnover at half court. Governors are putting a little bit of pressure on the Arrows, and they got a turnover. Edmund at the top of the key. He'll pass it to Mayer. Mayer will drive where he's met. Give to Kienholz, short corner, good for two. Great job by Kienholz getting some open space with that step back there. Arrows will go on with their offense. They'll kick to the top of the key with Kranz. Kranz will dish it down to Rodden. Rodden back to Kranz, over to Olsen, and down in the post to Beauchamp. This is a matchup I'm looking forward to tonight. Beauchamp. He'll kick it out, airballed, but a rebound by the Arrows. Good shot there by Cohen Kranz, and it falls. Great job by Cohen collecting that rebound, taking his time, and making a good shot out there from the short elbow. Governors with the ball, they'll cross the time stripe. Kienholz will give it to Mayer. Mayer on the drive, he slips and falls. Looks like we're gonna have a foul underneath. Kind of thought he slipped and fell on his own, but looks like they're gonna have a kickball violation. Pierre will inbound underneath. They're in the black jerseys tonight with the green accents, and they'll turn the ball over. Both teams with a couple of turnovers to start the game. Look a little bit happy, a little bit excited to be here. You know, got to get out of school early, got to play some basketball. Arrows will cross the time stripe. They'll take it to the extended three-point line where they dish to Kranz. Kranz to Rodden. Back underneath the Beauchamp. Beauchamp will find Dalton Bomberger for three. No good. Good opportunity for Bomberger. Governors with the rebound. They'll dish it. Great pass and a jam. That's Benjamin Hessler. Nice jam there. Arrows looking to speed the game up a little bit. They're having a quick pace. Bomberger at the top of the key. He'll dish to Kranz. Kranz with a nice look. Three ball! Cohen Kranz! Nice assist there by Dalton Bomberger. Arrows look to put some pressure on in the front court. Pierre will cross the timeline and go coast to coast. Fouled hard. He's gonna be shooting two. I believe that foul is gonna go on, yep, number 13, Dalton Bomberger. That would be his first and team's first. Looks like number 24, Jack Edmund to the line to shoot two. Like I kind of said in the pregame show, Jack Edmund coming in at 6'7", really tall kid. It's going to be a good matchup between him and Caden Beauchamp tonight. Beauchamp is a little bit smaller. You look to him to have to really dig in and play some good defense tonight, as we got some subs in here to the game. Number 15, Marcus Rabine, and number 0, Jack Heschek into the game for the Arrows. Into the game for Pierre is senior number 2, Brecken Kruger. That free throw is no good. Arrows with the rebound. Jack Hess looks to drive. He finds an open. Cohen Kranz in the corner. No good. Rebound by the Arrows. Beauchamp. looks like he just kind of fell over, slipped, and the ball went out of bounds. Good job by the Arrows on getting some rebounds early in this game. Arrows look to put a little bit of pressure on. Nothing too crazy. Get beat. Nice. Nice charge taken right there by Cohen Kranz. Good job of stepping in there, getting set, and taking the charge. Looks like foul is going to be on number 2, Brecken Kruger, his first, team's first of this half. And the Arrows will inbound. Rodden will dribble up. Look to set up an offense here. Rodden will cut and get a screen. He'll drive and dish to Jack Hesh in the corner. Jack with a nice pump fake, and he's fouled. That's Brecken Kruger's second foul. We'll see what Coach Kusler does. Yep, it looks like she's going to actually sub him out of the game. That's his second foul. Checking in will be number 5, Cade Kaiser. You know, you look at both teams on as far as on paper, and you see a really big height disadvantage for Watertown. But you know what? I think they're really making up for that right now with the speed that they want to play at. They're looking to push the ball, kind of wear down this Pierre defense, and hopefully get some free buckets where they're able to drive. As Rodden drives in here and gets a foul on number 4, Jacob Mayer, his first, team's third, as the ball will go underneath the basket for the Arrows. Rodden to inbound. He finds an open Beauchamp, blocked. I thought it was goaltending, but it looks like it's not. Watertown with some good ballman, gets it back to Caden Beauchamp, nice. He got the fronted. Edmond was able to clear him and get a nice bucket for 2. Governors will cross the time stripe. Keenholz will dish to Mayer. Mayer to Kaiser. Kaiser picks up his dribble and dishes to an open Edmond. He swings it to the corner. Back to Edmond. Edmond pump fakes, he drives, and a blocking foul. Coach Pat McClemens is not happy with that one. Looks like a blocking foul on Marcus Rabine. All the Arrow fans wanted that charge call, but it looks like they're going to get him with a blocking foul. Edmond to the line, his second time to the line tonight, and he misses the first. Pierre's got to make the easy buckets tonight. They got to take all the layups they can get and all the free throws that they can get, just like Watertown. Mayer back into the game with 2 fouls. He's got to be careful. Edmond shoots again and makes that one. Watertown will inbound the ball to Cohen Kranz. A lot of good ball movement from the Arrows right away. They'll swing the ball all the way around, get it back into the post to Jack Hesh. He's got a little mismatch. He goes up, no good. Rebound by Edmond. They get it to Keenholz. Keenholz will cross the time stripe and look to set up an offense. Cohen Kranz is playing some good D. He's gonna get a swing pass to Edmond. He goes for the mid-range floater, no good. Rebound, good. Great rebound by Hessler right there. Arrows will inbound the ball, cross the half-court line. They'll pass the ball around. Get it out to Rabine. Rabine skip pass to Hesh. Hesh into the corner to Kranz. Coming around the screen is Jake Olson. He's not open. He passes up to Jack Hesh. Hesh back to Kranz for 3. Good, that's money. Sweet stroke there by Cohen Kranz from deep. It's a 10-9 ball game. Watertown's gonna put some pressure on in the front court. Edmond spin move, good for 2. Great spin move there by Edmond. Dalton Bomberger on the drive. He goes up and he is fouled. Looks like a foul on number 4, Jacob Mayer. That's his second or third foul on the night for sure. Looks like he's gonna be coming out of the game here. Dalton Bomberger to the line. He makes the first. Dalton, a 6'1" senior forward. Got a little bit of time last year, has really stepped into a role this year with the team. Has found some success, especially in Brookings, found some success playing defense, rebounding, and doing whatever he can for this team. Another shot, he's good right there. 12-11. 2:25 left in the game, or 2:25 left in the first quarter, excuse me. Kienholz will drive. Dalton Bomberger with some good defense and some miscommunication there. Checking into the game was number 55, Jason Matejczak. He had a little bit of miscommunication there with Lincoln Kienholz. One thing you'll notice about Pierre is they really like to slow it down. They're gonna try to get it low to their big guys, really use their height advantage, whereas Watertown, we're gonna push the pace. Seem to really want to swing the ball around, get it to every guy, get a lot of touches, try to find that easy layup. Skip pass to Dalton Bomberger. He goes for three, short. Rebounded by Pierre. Edmond with quite a few rebounds. He's 6'7", that doesn't surprise me. Kienholz up the timeline. He gets to the three-point line, picks up his dribble, and they pass it around. Hessler with the ball at the top of the key. He's guarded by Olsen. He picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. Someone's got to find it. There you go. Looks like Aharts. Aharts passes it to Mayer. Matejczak, long on that three-point attempt. Rodden comes up the time stripe. He looks to go for a little layup. Oh, no good. Nice rebound by Kienholz there as he slows the pace. And Pierre has the ball. Little fake hesitation there. And he finds an open Matejczak underneath the basket. No good. Great defense by Jake Olsen, keeping a hand in the face there. Watertown has numbers, looking to push. Olsen picks up his dribble. He swings to Dalton. Dalton underneath the Beauchamp. Matejczak got a hand on it and knocks it out of bounds. Crans back into the game for the Arrows. 12-11, 52.4 seconds. It's been a track meet, folks. Lots of up and down the court. Rodden will inbound. Kaiser will guard. Long wingspan for Kaiser. He's gonna look to get a touch. He doesn't. Inbound to Cohen Crans. Crans gives to Dylan Rodden. Rodden to Jake Olsen. Jake Olsen back to Rodden. Rodden looks to drive. He finds Bomberger. Bomberger gets doubled. Back to Olsen. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Screen. Gonna need to get a shot off. Olsen gets a shot off. No good. Good board by Dalton Bomberger. That's a hustle play right there. Throws it away before he steps out of bounds, and Pierre recovers it though. .14 seconds here. Kienholz drives. He looks to dish. Finds an open man. Good for three. That's a great drive by Kienholz and dish. 4 seconds here. Watertown pushes the ball. Tries to find an open. Crans. Oh, no good. Short out the front iron. That's your first quarter right there. Arrows 12, Governors 14. We'll be back on Watertown Arrows activity. Welcome back to the Watertown Civic Arena for tonight's action between the Governors and the Arrows. We're live on YouTube at Watertown Arrow Activities. I'm your host, Braxton Locker. After that track meet of a first quarter, we're back. 12 points for the Arrows and 14 for the Governors. Inbound to Rodden. Arrows will start with the ball. They'll give it to Hesh. Hesh to the top of the key to Crans. Crans looks to set up some sort of offense as the Arrows dish it to Engstrom. Engstrom to Beauchamp. Good ball movement by the Arrows. Jack Hesh drives, no good, but he gets his own rebound and he kicks it back out. Arrows have done a really good job of getting heavy on the boards, even on the offensive boards. They'll kick to Jack Hesh, no good from deep. Rebound by Kienholz. For as tall as Pierre is, Watertown is doing a great job of getting those boards. That's one of the keys to success for the Arrows. Kaiser in the backcourt. He'll give to Kienholz. Kienholz drives. Finger roll finish. High off the glass. 16 points to 12. Arrows will dish to Rodden from deep, no good. Rebound by Beauchamp. Nice job on a backside rebound there. They'll pass it around. Dish to Will Ingstrom. Will cut. He'll give to Jack Hesh. Jack Hesh to Caden Beauchamp for an easy 2. Great ball movement there. Phenomenal ball movement. They'll double team Kienholz. He looks to get out of trouble as he dishes. Nice job. Oh, in a slam. Easy dunk there for Ben Hessler. Arrows will inbound and give it to Rodden. Rodden gives to Ingstrom. Ingstrom pivots around, looks to find an open man. Can't find nobody, and he gets a 5-second violation. I knew it was getting a little bit close there. Couldn't tell. Ended up getting that 5-second violation, a turnover for the Arrows. Checking in is a bunch of Governors and a bunch of Arrows. Some fresh bodies out there for both Coach Kusler and Coach Pat McClemens. Pierre will inbound the ball, a little bit of pressure from Rodden. Mayer back into the game. He's been in foul trouble early. Look for him to play a little bit less aggressive on both offense and defense. Kienholz strong to the basket, but a charge is taken by the Arrows. I think Beauchamp, excuse me, looks like Jake Olson stepped in there. Kind of read that play early, stepped in and took that charge. Arrows will give it to Rodden as he comes up half court. Inbound at the high post where he kicks back to Rodden. Rodden looks to get off a screen, looks for the 3, no good. Great job by Cohen Kranz. That's a hustle play right there. Dalton Bomberger from deep, no good, hard off the iron, and a foul. Rabine just a little bit over the top there, kind of reached down, reached over the top, and ended up fouling Edmond there. I believe that's his first foul of the game, though. A little bit of foul trouble for the Governors, a couple guys that got to be careful. For Watertown, it seems to be a little bit more spread out. Pierre will inbound the ball, look to bring it fast up the court. Good defense by Rodden. They'll get it back to Kaiser. Kaiser at the top of the key will find Kienholz. Kienholz in another offensive foul. Coach Pat McClemens is really happy about that one. You can't take away from the effort that these guys are giving tonight. Great job. As Will Ingstrom checks back into the game. One thing I noticed about these Arrows, they seem to swap in and out pretty fairly quickly. They look to keep guys fresh and play this really fast-paced defense that they're doing. Rodden will come up the half court. He'll pass to Kranz. Kranz to Ingstrom. Ingstrom looks to drive, no good. He'll pass to wide open Olsen for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound by Jack Edmond. Pierre's gonna push it a little bit faster in this second quarter. Kind of slow in the first one, but they'll look to push here. Tip pass by Dalton Bomberger. Matejcek looks like, oh, they wanted an over and back, but it's not gonna happen. Edmond gets doubled. He gives to Kienholz. Wouldn't be surprised if Kienholz drives, and he does. Good defense by Will Ingstrom. Pull-up game, good though. Kienholz for 2. Inbound to Cohen, he gets to Rodden. Rodden looks, but he passes all the way down to Will Ingstrom into the corner. Ingstrom finds Rodden at the top of the key. He comes off a screen, no good, but a hustle rebound. Arrows are getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Olsen picks up his dribble, finds Ingstrom. Little miscommunication, but they get the ball under control. Olsen from deep, good, that's money. Sweet stroke there for Jake Olsen from deep. Pierre Governors, 20, Watertown, 17. 4 minutes left in this second quarter. Kienholz dribbles, he passes to the wing. Wingman looks to dish, Matejcek, no good. Short off the front of the iron. Rebound the Arrows. Arrows will come into the short corner. Rodden. He gives to Dalton. Back to Will, wide open for 3. That's good. Arrows are shooting really well from behind the arc right now, and it looks like a foul. Foul's gonna be called number 4, Dylan Rodden. You know, good job by the Arrows here. They've gotten the shots that they've wanted, they've gotten open man, and that's caused them to keep themselves in this game. Timeout by Coach Brianna Kusler. She wants her first one of the entire half and first one of the entire game. We're gonna take a short 20-second break, and we'll be right back with you on Watertown Arrow Activities. Welcome back. We're live on YouTube, Watertown Arrow Activities. We got a 2020 ball game here at the Civic Arena in Watertown, South Dakota. Pierre with the ball. They'll give to Keenholz. Keenholz will give back. And they'll give down for Hessler, another dunk. That's his 3rd of the game. Watertown back. No time to waste. They're really getting down the floor well. Rodden at the top of the key. He'll give to Engstrom. Olsen into the corner. That was a great time out there by Kusler. She's able to get it, not only a turnover, and it looks like a jam by Lincoln Keenholz on the other end. 24-20, Governor's lead. 2:53 left in the game as the Arrows will cross the time stripe. They'll get to Olsen at the top of the key. Olsen gives to number 2, Brody Torgerson. It goes off his fingers. Turnover, Arrows. Keenholz comes down and hits a big 3. Timeout, Coach Pat McClemens. Good job by Pierre there. Great timeout by Coach Brianna Kusler, rallying her troops and getting a quick 7. We're gonna go to break. We'll be back. 27-20, Governor's lead. Welcome back to the Civic Arena on this brisk, cool day for some Arrow basketball. Arrows will inbound. They'll cross the timeline and give to Will Engstrom. His pass is tips off Dalton Bomberger. Great defense there by Brecken Kruger, Pierre Governor's ball. A little bit of pressure from Bomberger in the front court as they get into the back court. Give to Keenholz. Keenholz is gonna look to drive. He'll pull up for 3, air ball. But a rebound by Edmond, no good. Good defense there by Beauchamp. Oh! Looks like a foul will be called on the floor. Pierre Governors are fighting for the ball. Watertown's fighting for the ball. Looks like you're gonna get an over-the-back foul. That is Pierre's 7th foul. It'll be a 1-and-1. I believe Will Engstrom is going to the line. Tell you what, fans, what a fast-paced game we have going on right now. Both teams, looking to push the ball up the court. Both coaches demanding absolutely the best out of every one of their kids. This is awesome to see. Will Engstrom will go to the line. A 5'10 junior. He makes the first one. 27-21 Governors. 2 minutes left. 2 dribbles. Good. Engstrom hits both. Rodden back into the game for the Arrows. Looks like they're going to put a little bit of a press on. Inbound to Kienholz. He goes back to Hessler. Back to Kienholz. He'll skip pass all the way down to Edmond. Edmond, Euro. Good. That's a good move right there by Hessler. Excuse me, by Edmond. Arrows cross the timeline with Olsen. Olsen to Rodden. Rodden from deep, no good. Rebound Governors. Edmond will find Kienholz. Kienholz crosses the time stripe. Dribble drive. Slow, hesitation. Looks to find a man, finds Edmond. He bullies his way underneath, no good. Foul. Foul on the Arrows. Foul's gonna be on number 13, Dalton Bomberger. His second foul of the night. Edmond will go to the line to shoot a pair of 2. 2 dribbles, good. Good job by Edmond getting to the foul stripe. Checking in will be number 5, Cade Kaiser. And also for the Arrows, number 20, Jake Olsen. He'll check in for Bob. Edmond to the line to shoot one more. 1:26 left, 30-22, Governors lead. Good for Edmond. Olsen will inbound, he'll give to Rodden. Rodden will come across, where he's picked up right about that 10-foot volleyball line. They'll pass it off. Arrows with some good ball movement. Jack Hesh looks to drive, fumbles the ball, steps out of bounds. Good pressure defense there by Jacob Mayer, forcing a turnover for the Arrows. Checking back in for the Arrows will be number 14, Will Engstrom. In for the Governors, looks like number 33, Carson Aharts. Will Engstrom will put some pressure on as the ball crosses the time stripe for the Governors. Mayer gets doubled, he passes off to Aharts. Aharts fumbles the ball, picks it up and passes back to Mayer. Mayer picks up his dribble. Crazy pass, but completes it. Hard drive there, no good. Jump ball. Maybe called a little bit early there, but a good job by the ref protecting both of those players. Jump ball possession to the Governors. 41.3. 22-31 Governors lead in the second quarter. Looks like an official's timeout here. And we're back ready to go. Mayer inbounds the ball. Dangerous pass, but completes it. Into the short corner goes Mayer. Mayer dishes back to Aharts. Aharts has his dribble, elects not to use it. Pass, they look to go to Kienholz. Kienholz in for no good. Rebound, Kienholz off his knee. Watertown basketball. Fans, if you don't know, Lincoln Kienholz recently decommitted from Washington University and has signed with Ohio State University to play football. He's a four-star quarterback, committed, I'd say about a week ago now. We wish him the very best as he continues his athletic career in Ohio. Inbound the ball for the Arrows, 20 seconds left. They'll slow it up, look to get one shot out of it right here. Rodden at the time stripe. 10 seconds, he drives, no good, finds Kranz, deep three, no good, hard off the board. Pierre with the rebound for the half quarter, short. And that's your first half, folks. Pierre Governors 31, Watertown Arrows 22. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for your halftime report. welcome back. We're live on YouTube from Watertown Aero Activities, Aero TV. I'm your host, Braxton Locker. This is your halftime report. Governors 31, Aeros 22. What a good half of basketball from both teams. I was really impressed with the overall pace of the game. I think that's something that, old school teams are going to look to slow the ball down. But new school teams are going to look to push the pace, and that's what I think both teams have done really well in this half. Some stats leaders here. Keenholtz with 13 points. Edmonds with 7 for Pierre. For Watertown, Crayons has 8. Great half of basketball, like I said, from both teams. Some keys to the second half are going to be Pierre did a great job of controlling the ball late and forcing Watertown to take shots that they didn't have to take early on in the game. I think if you're Coach Kusler, you look for the exact same thing. You look for Pierre to try and push that pace a little bit more, try and make and tire out Watertown, and force them to take those deep threes or shots that they don't want to take. If you're Coach Pat McClemens, you're telling your Aero boys, you got to get back to your brand of basketball. Got to drive the ball in deep. You got to take good shots. You got to find your open looks. You got to use your speed to your advantage, and we got to keep subbing. I think subbing has really helped these guys out, keeping fresh guys in all half long. What a great half of basketball. We'll be back at the 1 minute mark with Aero basketball. Welcome back to Watertown, South Dakota, home of the Aeros. We're live on Aero TV. You can find us on YouTube at Watertown Aero Activities. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Braxton Locker. Get ready for some good second half basketball here as the Pierre Governors take on the Watertown Aeros. Welcome back. We're live with second half basketball between your Arrows and Governors. Good to be back here for some Arrow basketball after some postponements and delays due to that snowstorm that came through Watertown. I'd say we have about anywhere from about 8 to 10 inches on the ground here in Watertown, South Dakota. Inbound pass to Rodden. Here we go with the second half. Cohen Kranz to the top of the key. He gives Olsen back to Kranz. He goes from deep. Good shot, no good, but rebound underneath by Dalton Bomberger. He fights for another one and misses. Good job by Dalton Bomberger with that rebound. Pierre with the board. They'll come to the other half. Kienholz with the ball, he dishes to Mayer. Kienholz back with the ball, he drives, no look. He inbounds, Edmond underneath. Good defense by Beauchamp. Rebound Arrows. Great job. Great hands up defense there by Beauchamp. Stripped away, Pierre takes over. Pierre controls the ball with Kienholz. Kienholz drives, looks to dish, nothing there. He gives off, into the corner. Good. That's a sweet stroke there for Hessler. He has about 3 dunks already in this game. Arrow's got to really slow him down in this second half. Cutter by Bomberger, no good. Inbound, Beauchamp, he goes up strong, good for 2. Great job by Beauchamp. I think the Arrows should look to go to him more in this second half. Look to run a little bit of press defense. Arrows are fast, they get back right on defense. Good job by them. Kienholz at the 3-point line. He gives off, Edmond drives. Good step in defense by Bomberger, forces an air ball. Rebound Arrows. Rodden across the timeline, he looks to drive, picks up his dribble, hands to Beauchamp. Beauchamp finds an open Dalton Bomberger for 3. No good. Good look, though. Great look by Bomberger. Pierre with the board. He gives to Kienholz. Kienholz crosses the time stripe. Spin move. Goes up. Good. That's a good-looking spin move right there. Watertown. Quick to get back on offense. Bomberger pass to the top of the key for Olsen. No good on the 3-point attempt. Rebound Pierre. Watertown maybe needs to look to slow it down a little bit. Kienholz crosses the time stripe, is picked up by Olsen. He picks up his dribble, passes, back to Kienholz. Travel, that's what I thought. Good move by Kienholz. 1 too many steps. Turnover, Watertown basketball. Checking out of the game was Christian Bush. Christian Bush out of the game for the Governors. Inbound for the Arrows. Rodden will dribble up, and he'll cross half court. He dishes, looks to have a set play here. Rodden gets a double screen where he passes to Cohen Kranz. Cohen drives, nothing there. Rodden drives, nothing there. Good job. Dalton Bomberger with the ball, foul. Foul on number 2, Brecken Kruger, just a little bit early there. Kind of grabbed Bomberger's wrist. It'll be Arrow basketball underneath. 5:25 left, Governors lead, 36-24. As much as this seems that this score is a little bit out of place, it's not, folks. These two teams are very physical and very evenly matched. Arrows look to inbound, dangerous pass to Bomberger, but he goes up and gets it. Looked like a high jumper on that play. He passes to Rodden. Rodden back to Olsen, short corner. He drives, gets fouled on the ground. Benjamin Hessler, his foul.
You don't want it on it? Okay.
Arrows will inbound underneath. Checking into the game is number 0, Jack Hesch. Bomberger goes out. You got to applaud Coach Patty McClemens here. He got 8 to 10 guys ready to go to play in this game. Awesome job. Arrows inbound at the top of the key to Rodden. Rodden dribbles, no look. He gives back. 27 on the shot clock. Cohen Kranz dribbles, finds an open Jack Hesch cutter, no good. Good rejection there by number 24, Jackson Edmond. Maybe only got a fingertip on it, but it was just enough. 3-pointer, Kienholz, no good. Long, good rebound there by the Arrows, but unfortunately out of bounds. Back to the Governors. I want to emphasize that again, folks. These are some 2 evenly matched teams as Will Engstrom checks back into the game for the Arrows. I have been overly impressed with how well the Arrows have played on defense, and I cannot believe how fast Pierre has turned it on it, and they've able to make adjustments on the fly. Inbound to Keenholz. He's at the top of the key. Spin move, loses the ball, but is able to find Edmond underneath. Great pass by Edmond, but no, he's fouled on the ground. Good pass, good foul, honestly, by the Arrows, as Edmond probably would have got 2 there. Looks like foul was going to be on number, I can't tell. Looks like Will Engstrom, maybe. Yep. Pierre inbounds the ball. They get it underneath. No good. And it looks like we had an over-the-back foul. Good box out there by Jack Hesch as Hessler picks up his second foul of the half. Looks like his 3rd foul in the game, and he gets checked out of the game for Brecken Kruger as he comes into the game. And number 5, Cade Kaiser. Arrows get it to the top of the key where they get it to Hesch in the short corner. He pump fakes, looks to find an open man, step back 3, no good. Pierre gets the ball back and they dribble into the front court. Passes across where they get it to the top for Kruger. Kruger drives, nothing there, pump fakes. Good defense by Cohen Kranz, turnover Governors. Cohen Kranz tries to go coast to coast. Oh, no good, hard off the front iron, but the Arrows get it back. He'll swing it out, Cohen Kranz from deep. Oh, in and out. In and out for the Arrows. And a foul is gonna be committed by Will Engstrom. Man, we've had a lot of those all night long, just in and outs. And some ones that I've kind of noticed are hitting off the front of that iron. Maybe some of these guys are getting a little tired. Legs are starting to get a little bit heavy. Checking in for the Arrows is number 20, Jake Olson. Cohen Kranz goes to the bench. Jack Hesch applies some backcourt pressure. Shot in the corner, good. Jacob Mayer from deep. 39-24, Governors lead. 3:41. Olson at the top of the key. He passes to Rabine. Rabine guarded by Keenholz. He gives to Rodden. Rodden drives, spin move, travel. One too many steps, kind of lost his balance, was out of control. But good move there by Rodden. Arrows are gonna go full court pressure here. We'll see how Pierre handles this. Inbound to Keenholz, Rabine guards. Rabine shuffles his feet, Keenholz gets double teams, he passes it off. Turnover, Arrows! Good job there by Rodden stepping in and intercepting that pass. He sets it up at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, dishes to Jack Hesch. Jack Hesch drives, finds an open man in the corner, another swing pass. Rodden swings. Good ball movement by the Arrows as Engstrom drives, rejected by the Governors. Governors got the ball back. They drive coast to coast to Keenholz. He kicks it out to Brecken Kruger. Looked like a travel, but no. He misses long at the back iron. Arrows come back with it. Rodden from deep. Good money. Timeout, Pat McClemens. Great job there as the Arrows are slowly crawling back. It's a 12-point difference with 2:45 left. Governor 39, Arrows 27. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We're live on Arrow TV. You can find us on YouTube at Watertown Arrow Activities. I'm your host, Braxton Locker. 2:45 left in the game, left in the third quarter. Pierre Governors inbound. Some good pressure by the Arrows, but they're gonna get a foul. Fouls on number 0, Jack Hesch. His first foul of the game. Governors will inbound from the side court. Inbound pass to Keenholz, almost intercepted by the Arrows. Dalton Bomberger puts some pressure. He gets screened, switch, as Governors go to the short corner. They give to Edmond. Edmond behind the back, dribble drive, passes it out to the corner, open man. Good. That's some great passing by the Governors. Arrows are inbound quick. They'll look to speed the game up. Dalton Bomberger between his legs, dribbles to the middle of the court. He picks up his dribble, gets doubled, passes to Olsen. Olsen finds Kranz. Good! I was waiting for Kranz to hit another one. He's looking really good right now. Governors drive down, rejection by Kranz. You cannot say anything more about the effort that these Arrow boys have been putting in. It's a 12-point game, 1:57 left, inbound to Kranz. He'll bring the ball up. Looks like they're gonna run dead set, according to Coach Pat McClemens. Inbound to Olsen. He gets it back to Dalton. He finds Cohen Kranz, pulling triggers again, in and out. Rebound by the Governors. I don't mind that shot there by Kranz. He's feeling a hot hand. Kienholz goes coast to coast. Good with the left hand. Arrows inbound, look to catch the Governors off guard. They do not. Top of the key to Dalton Bomberger. Bomberger goes to Hesh. Hesh to Olsen. Olsen underneath the Beauchamp. Caden Beauchamp gives it off to Olsen. He finds Dalton, which he kicks to Kranz for an open three. In and out. Governors rebound. Kienholz with the rebound. He's pressured by Jack Hesh. Two hands. Jack Hesh called for the foul. Kind of a new rule that we've seen here within probably the last 10 years of basketball is that two-hand rule. Two hands on, you're usually going to get called for that foul for a pushing violation. In old days, that might have gone and kind of got away from that stuff, but in the new age of basketball, you're seeing that called more and more. Governors inbound the ball, pressured by the Arrows. They get it to Kienholz. He's guarded by Bomberger. And he crosses the time stripe. Kienholz picks up a screen, looks to drive, Euro step, no good. Rebound Governors, and they get it back and score. Hessler, but the Arrows are quick to go coast to coast with it, no good. Ooh, I thought he stepped out of bounds, but he didn't. Recovered by the Governors. Ooh, could have been called for a travel there. He's not. Governors set it back up, drive by Kienholz. He's fouled. Jake Olsen with the foul. His first. Watertown's fifth foul. 46-30, 30.8 seconds left in the third quarter. Inbound ball, top of the key for the Governors. They get it to the corner. Kruger underneath, finds Hessler. Hessler with a reverse finish for two. Pierre seems to be pulling away just a little bit. Arrows look to slow it down. 10 seconds left. Cutter by Bomberger. Olsen with the ball. He'll dribble. He'll give it to Kranz. 5 seconds. Someone's got to go. Kranz finds Rabine. Rabine, no good off the front iron. Folks, that's your third quarter. Governors 48, Arrows 30. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Arrow TV. Welcome back to Arrow TV, live on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed some of those shots of the crowd. Good crowd here tonight in Watertown. Governors basketball to start the fourth quarter, 48-30, Governors lead. 8 minutes left. Inbound to the Governors. Mayer, he'll dish to Kruger. Kruger back to Mayer. Arrows go to kind of a zone defense. Looks like a 2-3 zone. Back to the three-point line. Governors at the top of the key. They'll pass to the corner for Hessler. Hessler dribbles, he finds a man. Kruger dribbles, he passes, open in the corner, no good. Rebound Governors. Arrows look to cause some disruption with this 2-3 zone. It seems to be working. However, they just need to get the rebound or turnover that they're looking for. There it is. Good defense by Dalton Bomberger. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Folks, that's what you do with the 2-3 zone. You look to cause some disruption, you look to cause some confusion. Arrows seem to be doing that a little bit. Inbound pass as Arrows go back to man-on-man defense. Top of the key is Mayer. Mayer dishes to Kruger. Kruger, intercepted pass by Rodden. Nice job by Dylan Rodden sneaking in there and getting that pass. He'll give to Olsen. Olsen gives to Bomberger. Bomberger drives, blocking foul. Good call there by the refs. I don't think he was set either. Foul looks like a number 5, Cade Kaiser. Cade Kaiser, his first, team's fourth. Arrows will get underneath the basket. Inbounds, Bomberger. He passes and finds an open run. Screen, pick and roll, not open. Good job with the pick and roll there, though. Cutter is Dalton Bomberger. No look. Rabine gives to Olsen. Olsen, no good. Rebound Governors. Kruger. Kruger finds an open Edmond. Edmond, power dribble. Left-handed floater, no good. He gets it back. And a foul is going to be called. Number 13, Dalton Bomberger. Bomberger's third foul of the game. Edmond will go to the line to shoot 2. He's been to the charity stripe a couple times on the day. Shoots a laser, good. Not a lot of arc on that ball. Doesn't matter, it still goes in. Edmond back to the line for another one. 2 dribbles, a little bit more arc and good. Governors lead 50-30. 6:36 to go. Arrows cross the time stripe, they give to Rodden. Rodden dishes out to Bomberger. Bomberger from 3, good! Money from deep, Dalton Bomberger. Full court press here. Let's see what Pierre does. A little bit of confusion as they get it back. To Kienholz. As you'll see on our Arrow TV replay. Dalton Bomberger with a big 3. Good defense by Olsen. They pass and find an open Kruger in the corner. Good D by the Arrows. Better shot selection by Kruger. Arrows inbound to Dalton Bomberger. He goes coast to coast. Maybe a fingertip blocked, but no good. Pierre Governor's ball, they rebound it. Kruger finds Edmond. Edmond drives, puts his shoulder down, and 1. Jackson Edmond. His 15th point of the game. As Governors lead 54-33 with 5:45 to go in the fourth. Checking into the game is Jack Hesch and number 15, Marcus Rabine. Edmond to the line to convert on the old-fashioned 3-point play, and he does. Rabine inbounds. They give to Kranz at the top of the key, back to Rabine. Rabine tries to find the open Caden Beauchamp. He's fouled hard. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Fouled pretty hard under there by Edmond. You know, that's one matchup I wish the Arrows would have went back to a little bit more. They found some success early with Beauchamp underneath, going against Edmond. I kind of wish they would go back to that. I know Edmond has that height advantage being 6'7", but I think Beauchamp matches up well with him. Inbound pass to Jack Hesch. He gives to Cohen Kranz, 1 dribble, pull up from 3. Good, Cohen Kranz. His 14th point of the game. Arrows close it to 19. Governors cross the time stripe and give to Kienholz. Kienholz pump fakes, hesitates through the legs, and dribbles. I believe he's looking to hit, waste some time and maybe hit Jackson Edmond down there in the post. Marcus Rabine doing a good job fronting him. 8 seconds on the shot clock, long three, no good for the Governors. Arrows rebound, they get it up the court to Caden Beauchamp. He passes to Cohen Kranz. Kranz drives, no look, no good. They get it back out to Hesh. Rodden drives, Rodden with a little floater, no good. Rebound Governors. Kienholz pushes the pace. Good defense by Jack Hesh. You can't knock the fight of these Arrows. They have pushed the game all game long. Doesn't matter how high or how deep the deficit is, they continue to go. As Edmond is fouled there underneath the basket. So they're going to get a foul on number 4, Dylan Rodden. Dylan Rodden, his 3rd foul of the game, Arrows' 8th of the half. Edmond back to the line looking for points 16 and 17. No good in the first one. Checking into the game, number 54, Christian Bush for the Governors. Edmond lines up for his second one, good. Arrows inbound, get across the time stripe and give it to Rodden. Rodden from deep, good! That's money! Sweet stroke there by Dylan Rodden. Inbounded ball to Kienholz. As you can see in our replay, big three-pointer there by Dylan Rodden. Kienholz crosses the time stripe, he picks up a screen, finds the mismatch and the switch. He inbounds to Edmond. Edmond skipped past to Kruger. Kruger wanted to shoot it, did not. Edmond backs down, Beauchamp, and gets the 2. Edmond is committed to Black Hills State University. I can see why. He's a very good player. We wish him the best of luck. Kranz dribbles across to the top of the key, gives to Rodden from deep, in and out. Rebound Arrows though. Back to Rodden, he pump fakes, drives, Euro step, up and under, no good, but Beauchamp recovers for 2. Good job by the Arrows, getting 2 offensive rebounds there and converting into 2 points. 58-41, Governors lead. Kienholz, top of the key, he gives, they find Bush underneath, fouled hard. Good job by Beauchamp getting there just a little bit too physical underneath. Bush will shoot 2. Bush looking for his first points of the game. 2 dribbles, high arcing free throw, good. Host of Arrows and Governors check into the game. Looks like Ahart, Kaiser for the Arrows, Bomberger, Ingstrom, and Olsen. Bush back to the line. Once again, 2 dribbles, high arcing free throw, good. Governors lead 60-41, 3:11 left to go in the game. Bomberger tries to go coast to coast. He is fouled hard. Good job by Dalton Bomberger driving in and drawing contact there. As we see our little replay here. Bomberger looks for his 6th and 7th points of the game. Misses the first, in and out. .306 left to play in the 4th quarter. Thanks for joining us on Arrow TV. Bomberger's good with this second. 60-42. Full court pressure by the Arrows. Kruger beats us. However, he's intercepted by Will Ingstrom off the hands of Christian Bush. Bomberger finds an open man. Jake Olsen underneath. He kicks it out. Kick to Kranz. Drive by Dylan Rodden. Good take, good drive. Dylan Rodden for 2. It's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Pat McClemens. No give up in these Arrows. Good defense. Called for maybe a chest bump there by Rodden. That's the 10th team foul. Rodden's 4th foul. He's got to be careful. 1 away from falling out of this game. Jacob Mayer to the line to shoot 2 for the Governors. High arcing free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Mayer looks for his 4th point of the game with this free throw. No good, off the front of the iron. Rebound Governors, good job by, looks like Ahart's with that rebound. Ahart's got that rebound. Governors back at the top of the key. Full shot clock. Tip pass by Rodden. Kruger looks to drive, good defense. He does, kick it to the corner. Drive here, kick, finds Bush in the short corner, good for 2. Good passing there by the Governors. Arrows will cross the time stripe with Rodden. He'll kick it in the corner to Olsen. Cutter is not open. However, they do find Rodden. Bomberger for 3. Off the back of the iron there. Pierre looks to hurry it up. Good pressure by Bomberger. Arrows really trying to get a loose ball turnover here. Good defense there on Mayer. Looks like a foul. Foul called on Dalton Bomberger. That's his 4th. Team's 10th plus. Kruger will go to, Mayer will go to the line to shoot a pair. No good with the first one. Checking into the game for the Arrows is number 2, Brody Torgerson. He's a junior. Number 24, Peyton Bisker, he's a junior. And the 6'6" senior, number 32, Isaac Redfield. And for the Governors is number 55, Jason Matejcek. Called Magic by Coach Kusler. Talking to her in the pregame show, she said, he's got a tough last name pronounce, just call him Magic. Inbound to Isaac Redfield, he'll give to Torgerson. Back to Redfield underneath. Coming off the screen is Peyton Bisker. He finds an open Dalton Bomberger. Tipped there by, looks like Ahart's. It'll be tipped out of bounds by the Governors. Arrow basketball. Checking in to the Governor for the Governors is number 20, Joshua Switzer. He's a senior at 6'1". Brody will inbound the ball. He looks for Isaac Redfield underneath, and he's fouled hard. Good job by Isaac Redfield, drawing contact there. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 55, Jason Magic Matejcek. Hope I'm saying that somewhat right. Redfield will go to the line. Good on the first. Job by Isaac Redfield, good free throw stroke right there. Isaac looks for his 2nd point of the game with this free throw. Good. 62-46, 106 left. Can't knock the Arrows. They're giving a lot of effort. Can't knock the Governors. They've put in a lot of energy and effort as well. That ball is picked off by Will Ingstrom. Good job by Will Ingstrom reading that pass. He looks to try to find an open man. He finds, looks like Bisker. Bisker gives to Bomberger. Bomberger drives, no good. Good job by Ahart's with some good defense. Ahart's, he gives to Kaiser. Kaiser crosses the time stripe. Dribbles, looks to hopefully waste a little bit of time. He finds Switzer. Switzer with the left hand. He finds Kruger. Kruger points and finds Switzer. Kaiser pulls it back out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Something that I haven't had to say a lot tonight because both teams are finding opportunities early. Good basket there by Cade Kaiser. Arrows will push, 8 seconds left. They'll find Isaac Redfield. He'll post up, no good. Rebound Governors. 3, 2, 1, and that's your ball game. 64-46. Governors take this AA matchup. We'll be back in 30 seconds for a post-game show. Welcome back here live on Aero TV, live on YouTube at Watertown Aero Athletics. Thanks for joining us here tonight in Watertown. You know, great game by both teams. Can't knock the effort of either team, like I said, all game long. Did a good job of passing the ball around, moving it really quickly to everyone. Overall, nothing that either coach can make a lot of corrections on, because I think both teams played pretty clean. You know, all night long there was a lot of battles, a lot of guys going after each other, but overall really proud of how both teams showed up tonight to play. Score doesn't say it all. I think Aero's hung with this team, and you know, this might be a matchup come state tournament time that's really going to come down to the wire. I think Coach Pat McClemens has got a couple tricks up his sleeve, as well as Coach Kusler to get all these guys ready for I'm sure another matchup in Pierre, followed by hopefully a matchup in the state tournament. As we look here, a lot of good play from everyone, including Lincoln Keenholtz, as well as Jackson Edmond and Benjamin Hessler for the Governors. And for the Arrows, great night by Cohen Krantz from deep. Jake Olson did well, and I was really impressed with Dylan Rodden. He was able to handle the ball really well. Next action for the Arrows will be January 3rd, 2023, right here at the Civic Center in Watertown, South Dakota, where they will play Brandon Valley at 7 p.m. Central Time. And for the Governors, December 30th, 2022, at 2 p.m. Mountain Time in Spearfish, South Dakota. Once again, we thank you so much for joining us tonight on Aero TV. Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. We'll be back here on January 3rd.